I had been exploring the outskirts of the Orion Nebula, scanning for uncharted planets and anomalies, when the message appeared on my ship's console. It wasn't like anything I'd seen before, encrypted, layered, and unmistakably urgent. Human. I've been waiting for you. My heart skipped. The sender wasn't identified, but the message carried an energy that felt almost alive. The coordinates led me to a distant, unmarked system, its planets seemingly untouched by any interstellar civilization. Curiosity and a strange sense of destiny pushed me forward. When my ship entered orbit around the third planet, I understood why. It was a world bathed in violet light, the atmosphere shimmering with iridescent clouds. And standing on a platform that floated above a crystalline city was her, an alien princess. She was breathtaking, her presence impossible to ignore. Her hair flowed like liquid silver, her violet eyes locked onto mine across the vast distance. "I've been waiting for this moment," she said, her voice resonating not just in the air, but in my mind. "Human, you are the one I have sought for years." Her words carried weight I couldn't comprehend. Years. How could she have known me? And yet, the intensity in her gaze told me that this was no ordinary encounter. As I descended to the planet's surface, I noticed the energy around her, pulsing, vibrant, almost sentient. The city below glowed like a constellation made real, floating platforms weaving between crystalline spires, waterfalls of luminescent liquid cascading into glowing rivers. The air smelled of ozone and something sweet, a combination both alien and intoxicating. She approached as I landed. "I know this must seem sudden," she said, reaching out her hand. "But I have watched, waited, and searched across the stars for you. And now, you are here." The moment our hands touched, a surge of energy passed between us, a current that carried memories I hadn't lived and emotions I hadn't felt. I staggered back slightly, and she smiled, understanding. "It will take time to adjust," she said. "But it is necessary. There is no time to waste." We walked through the city, and she introduced herself as Princess Elira of the planet Cytheria. Her people were ancient, guardians of interstellar knowledge and technology, masters of energy manipulation, and keepers of secrets that spanned galaxies. Elira explained that she had been searching for a human, the one with a unique genetic signature capable of unlocking the planet's dormant energy matrices. I had no idea how or why, but her conviction left no room for doubt. "You have a part to play," Elira said. "Your arrival was foreseen, and my people have waited for you. The universe itself has aligned to bring us together." It was overwhelming. I had thought of myself as just another explorer, mapping stars and cataloging planets. I had never imagined a destiny like this, one intertwined with an alien princess and the fate of an entire world. Over the following days, Elira taught me about Cytheria. I learned to sense the energy flows that sustained the floating city, to understand the vibrations of the crystal spires, and to recognize the subtle signals of the planet's consciousness. Training was grueling, both physically and mentally, but she guided me with patience and precision. Every moment with her deepened a connection I couldn't explain. Yet there was danger. A rogue faction within Cytheria opposed Elira's rule. They saw humans as unpredictable intruders and intended to eliminate me before I could influence the outcome of the planetary council. One evening, as we practiced maneuvering through the floating platforms, alarms blared. Drones and energy rifles descended upon us, their red beams slicing the violet dusk. Elira and I moved as one. Her combat style was fluid and precise, a dance that intertwined strategy, skill, and instinct. I followed her lead, instinctively anticipating her movements, our trust in each other absolute. Together, we neutralized the threat, though the danger was far from over. After the attack, we retreated to a hidden chamber beneath the largest crystal spire. Elira's expression was serious, tinged with frustration. "They will not stop," she said. They have waited for years, watching and planning. And now, with your presence, the balance shifts. I swallowed hard. Then what do? We prepare, she replied. And we learn to trust each other completely. You must understand, human, this is more than a mission. It is a partnership. A bond that the universe itself demands. I realized then that her words were true. Every glance, every touch, every shared instinct was more than coincidence, it was the beginning of something extraordinary. A connection that transcended species, time, and space. Over the following week, Elira revealed more about herself. Her people had long used predictive simulations to determine key events and individuals who would shape their future. I was the result of such foresight. She had spent years preparing, training, and searching across galaxies to ensure that when our paths crossed, we would be ready. I began to understand the depth of her devotion not just to her people, but to me. It was a revelation both thrilling and terrifying. Love, trust, and destiny were no longer abstract concepts. They were tangible, guiding my every step alongside her. Then came the Council's challenge. The rogue faction demanded a trial. I had to demonstrate not just my skills, but my understanding of Zytheria's energy matrices, my connection to Elira, and my ability to influence the planet's systems. Failure would mean exile or worse. The trial was set in the central spire, a massive crystalline structure reaching toward the sky. The chamber was filled with energy conduits, flowing light, and holographic projections of the planet's systems. Elira stood beside me, her hand resting briefly on my shoulder, grounding me. You are ready, she said softly. Remember, it is not just about strength or knowledge. It is about trust, instinct, and unity. I nodded, taking a deep breath. The trial began. Energy pulses shot through the room, holographic barriers emerged, and systems malfunctioned, testing my ability to respond quickly and efficiently. I focused, channeling my senses, and gradually, the chaos became a pattern. Elira's guidance was constant, her presence an anchor amidst the turbulence. Together, we solved the trial. The energy matrices aligned, the room stabilized, and the council observed in stunned silence. The rogue faction's influence weakened, and Elira's authority was solidified not just because of her status, but because of the undeniable partnership we had demonstrated. When it was over, Elira turned to me, eyes gleaming with relief and pride. You have done more than I could have imagined, she said. Together, we have proven that the universe's plans are never wrong. That night, atop the highest spire, we looked out over Zytheria. The city's lights shimmered like stars brought to life, reflecting off rivers of liquid energy that flowed throughout the planet. The twin moons rose above the horizon, casting a soft glow. I never imagined this, I said quietly. That a message, a simple call across the void, could lead to all of this. Elira smiled, her violet eyes reflecting the moon's. The universe always finds a way. And sometimes, it waits until the right moment for hearts to align. Human, you were always meant to be here, with me. Her words resonated deep within me. I had traveled galaxies, searched for meaning, and faced countless unknowns, but this connection, was beyond anything I could have anticipated. As days turned into weeks, Elira and I worked together to strengthen the city's defenses, enhance the energy systems, and ensure the rogue faction no longer posed a threat. But beyond the responsibilities, there was a deeper bond forming, one built on trust, shared experience, and a promise that transcended time and species. One evening, under the violet sky, she took my hand and led me to a quiet chamber, far from the city's bustle. Human, she said softly, you have shown courage, understanding, and heart. I sought you across stars for years because I knew that only you could be my partner. And now, I ask, will you stand with me, not just for the people, but for us? I looked into her eyes, feeling the weight of the journey, the danger we had faced, and the destiny that had brought us together. "Yes," I said, voice steady, "I will stand with you. Always." A smile broke across her face, and in that moment, everything felt aligned: the stars, the planets, and the very fabric of our fates. Our connection had endured across distance, danger, and time, and now, together, we were ready to face whatever the universe had in store. The days that followed were filled with exploration and wonder. Elira introduced me to hidden aspects of her planet: floating forests, sentient rivers, and ancient archives of knowledge that spanned thousands of years. Together, we decoded messages left by her ancestors, navigated diplomatic challenges, and even trained in advanced energy manipulation techniques. Every experience deepened our bond. We no longer acted merely as allies or partners, we were in sync, our thoughts and instincts aligned. A touch, a glance, or a shared thought was enough to communicate, a silent language formed over years of searching and waiting. Finally, as we stood on the edge of a platform overlooking Cytheria's glowing expanse, I realized the truth of what had brought me here. It was not just destiny or duty, nor merely her search, it was the bond, the connection, the understanding that we were meant to face the universe together. "I've waited for this moment my whole life," Elira whispered. "And now, it is ours." I took her hand, feeling the warmth and the energy that surged between us. "It's ours," I replied. "And together, nothing can stop us." The twin moons rose higher, casting a luminous glow across the city and the floating platforms. The alien princess had found me, and I had found her. Our journey was only beginning, but one thing was certain: across stars, time, and galaxies, some connections are unbreakable, and some promises are written in the fabric of the universe itself. And so, hand in hand, we stepped into the future, ready to face whatever awaited us among the stars. The universe was vast, dangerous, and full of mysteries, but we would face it together, our destinies intertwined, our hearts aligned, and our bond stronger than anything the cosmos could challenge.